It is Thursday night, 94 Feet of Life, Seniors the Family. Remember, subscribe to the YouTube, notifications on, like the Scene fan page, join the Facebook group, 94 Feet of Life. We're going to have some fun tonight, man. We're going to talk about our favorite All-Star memories. It is All-Star weekend. It's Thursday night. I got Trav, I got MJ, I got Ham, I got a special guest behind the scenes. We might have him jump on before the show is up to plug one of our family shows, Views from the 22, coming up here this weekend. You know, for the football heads, recap a little bit of the Super Bowl and look forward to what's going on in 2022 offseason. But fellas, let's kind of start with a little formal. First of all, how's everybody doing? You know what I'm saying? We got to start with that.
I'm 41-19, kind of good. So for the first time ever in the hit franchise, that the city that I live in has a team that has 41 wins going into the All-Star break. If we can only get the weather to cooperate and act right, it'll be all right down here in the bluff. We got barbecue and everything, though.
Trav, the Spurs have kind of quietly gotten themselves into this play-in thing, really sneakily. What's going on, man?
We are where we are, and we do what we do, man. I mean, same old, different cast, same way, playing hard on both ends. We got an all-star in. We ain't had no all-star in about the last 2 or 3 years, but we got one now. So, man, just proud that my team is fighting, man, and just happy to be here, man.
And I'm gonna swing this down to my man, who is been the patron saint of Cleveland Cavalier basketball for about the last 6 weeks. He's been trying to tell y'all since Christmas that this was a real thing. They weren't going away. MJ, feel like you should be in Cleveland right now since it's All-Star weekend. With the pay, what's going on, man? The Cavaliers, it's a real thing, huh?
Real thing. This game ain't hard to figure out. Once you kind of understand what's going on and you know what 5 things need to be done, it's very simple to be able to connect the dots. And when I saw the Cleveland Cavaliers at the very beginning of the season, they checked off all 5 boxes. I'm going to give you guys the 5 boxes for free 99. Perimeter shooting, perimeter defense, rim protection, playmaking, and what is that last one? Athleticism. If you have all those 5, you're going to compete. You miss one, it's going to be a problem. Here's the scary thing. They rookie in about 3 years going to be able to do all 5 of those himself.
Yeah.
Which is what made me say they're ready.
You know, I've been saying last couple of shows, I'm like, man, Cleveland that's gonna be a long first round series for somebody. I'm changing that opinion. That's gonna be a long second round series for somebody. Because at this point, the way they're rolling, and we just go right into our second half preview. You know, the talk in the East, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, trade, whatever. But right now, when you look at Cleveland, Miami, and you can never discount the champs. We talk about the balance in the East, but I think those 3 teams right now, along with the Bulls, because the Bulls can't be discounted. I think those 4, to me, are they're gonna kind of play going the merry-go-round with those first 2 seeds. I'm really interested to see who ends up with 1 and 2 out of the East, because I think you got those 4 kind of really competing for. I know Ham. I'm gonna go right to you. Ham has been a big fan of the 305. I think it's kind of the Miami, Memphis, Black Reebok energy connection. Ham, let's start there. Let's talk about Miami. How and your feelings on them going into the second half?
Touch and go as far as, you know, they're really right now because they're sitting at 2. They're a half game back. They can end up anywhere between 2 and 5. But the culture is what I'm a fan of. You know, they move real gang-like fashion. You know, despite what my man Trav wants to say about my man Jimmy B and the coffee that he settled down there. Jimmy has kind of created himself into an alpha to where cats are playing above level, above what they are, and that's what alphas do. I guess that fits into the phrase he makes people better, which we don't really subscribe to that in that context in that way. But they got hitters, man. They got shooters. They D up. They got a killer on the block and bam. They got a captain and Kyle, and a champion, that can really bring that cachet, that championship cachet that I like to talk about. I like the Heat, but I like the Bulls too. I feel like with the Bulls, they may be a year away from really, really attacking that. You know what I'm saying? But they could smash through this year. Not gonna sleep on the champs. And as far as with Cleveland go, Cleveland rocks. Drew Carey style. Sign me up for that. I like that. Shout out to JB.
Oh, correction. On my fifth one, I said athleticism. I meant an athletic scorer, but you can get away with a guy that is extremely skilled and could be a 3-level scorer. That's the fifth piece. So I did this because I wanted to shout out DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine because they are athletic scorers. You have easy pick your poison. They get to the paint whenever they want. If you cut them off, they shooting the toughest shot in basketball at a 50% clip. What can you really do about it?
Listen, I am so much of a fan of this edition. I like this Bulls team better than the 2011 team with D-Rose MVP year.
Me too.
D-Rose obviously was spectacular, but it was a lot of 89 and 82. It was a lot of just kind of grinded out. They won ugly a lot of nights. This Bulls team wins ugly. They win pretty. And DeMar is such a fun dude to watch because his dedication to 1988 basketball, I'm here for that. I'm here for somebody who just, I'm not going to conform to this whole three-point thing that y'all want. I'm going to this spot, this 16-foot spot, elbow extended, wing extended. It is what it is. What you going to do?
And it's perfect for today's game because whether you run zone, man-to-man with help side, 1-3-1, boxing one, the spot that's the most vulnerable is 16 to 19 feet. It's always going to be the most vulnerable spot because by default as a defender, you don't want to give up the layup and you don't want to give up a rhythm three-point or a rhythm triple threat jump shot. You can't give it up because it's too easy. But once again, what do you do with a guy whose favorite shot is the shot you want him to take?
You just said it. You just said it, man. I'm talking about what's the weakness in all the zones? Short corner and mid post.
Short corner, mid post, and the couch.
And he works that, and he goes to that spot. He gets a couple dribbles and it's elevate.
Mm-hmm. But most important, and I'm gonna give credit to Pop on this one because what I always loved about Popovich is whatever hand you dealt him, he was gonna maximize that hand. He never tried to conform and make somebody something that they weren't. And I think he did an incredible job of helping DeMar DeRozan not only getting the game film and start looking at the game and start to learn the elements of it, but to help him find his identity. DeMar finally got to the point where he's like, you know what, this is who I am. Stop it. I can shoot the three, but I'm probably not gonna shoot this. This is where we at.
Mm-hmm.
Either guard it or don't. And when you get to that point where you have that identity and you're comfortable with who you are as a basketball player, you have, basketball security. There ain't really nothing nobody gonna do with you. It's just a matter if you're gonna make it or miss it.
Now, we're going to swing out to the West Coast. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on them, but my man Trav told me in the pre-show meeting he had to talk to you all a little bit about Anthony Davis. So I'm going to give Trav the floor. We do want to spend some time because who I really want to talk about is my Jay Ham's Memphis squad. And how they fit into this Western contender. But Trav, you said you wanted a little bit of ISO. I'm gonna let you have the floor, AD, and then we'll go into a little bit on the Lakers. But honestly, I don't really want to spend too much time on it. But Trav, do your thing.
Man, when I go to the coach and I tell him to spread the floor for me, man, I don't want it but just a little bit. So I ain't gonna take too long, but I'm gonna make this very productive and very straight to the point. AD was in New Orleans, right? And he hurt his ankle, he hurt his leg, and he hurt his arm, and all this stuff wasn't hype. Everybody was like, hey, he get hurt, but dude, is it me or is it that people hate LeBron so bad they hate the people that he's company around of? Y'all got to stop. Stop sitting up here disliking a person because he hangs with another person. Just because somebody is a liar, that don't mean the other person is a liar just because he hangs around with him. AD got hurt doing something that he's supposed to do. Go and get a rebound. He can't help it that a size 18 came across him and turned his ankle at a 90-degree angle. Stuff like that don't happen every day. Please, people, I'm telling you, the people, I think our group, 94 Feet of Life, has done a good job in not going heavy on these injuries and stuff. They're not making fun of, but this social media world, y'all gonna mess around, get y'all ass whooped. Keep making fun of people getting hurt, man. That shit is not funny. Yeah. It's not funny at all. It's not even meme worthy at this point. All I gotta say is, man, y'all better watch yourselves because dude is actually doing what he loves to do, but you making fun of somebody who loves to do. So at the end, I'm kind of like LeBron when he said in the final at that press conference. I'm good where I'm at. What about you?
I think, man, this is why, like, I had not watched the Lakers in about 3 months. I think it's the negative of playing with LeBron. That even things that you have no control over, such as Trav talked about, injuries, the spotlight is just so big. And it's a lot of negativity to it.
A lot.
It's a lot of negativity to it that media, social media just kind of drives. I think it's because we always need somebody, and we have people in our group who are like this, to be fair. We always need somebody to slander. Always.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
go ahead, John.
No, you go ahead, because I'm gonna say something completely different.
And I'll tell you, even the other person who I think now it's old now is Westbrook.
Yeah,
it's old now. Okay, we get it. He's struggling. Can't hit the broad side of the barn. Right. Okay. All right, but this has been for 3-4 weeks. Like that, even that conversation's gone. So what, and I'm going to go to MJ, what really needs to happen for the Lakers, because the Lakers are going to make the play. I think it would be really helpful for all of us is if the Clippers just get the Lakers out of there to play in.
You know, they really could do better and not make the play-in. Just do us all a favor. Just go home. Enjoy the Rams. Celebrate with the Rams. Go fellowship with the Dodgers. You know, hype up the Sparks. Do something else. Look, I'm with you, Big Shot. It's banned from TV, man. I don't want to see it. They've officially hit. I got to go find my old Ike Turner meme with Ike Turner with the expression where I got the caption and say, y'all, if y'all don't get the Lakers off my TV, I'm going to go find that joint. It's probably about 7 years old, but I'm gonna find that joint. It needs dusting off. It took some time, but it has to reappear. It's the clusterfuck of all clusterfucks. That's exactly what this is. And you know the scary part about it is that they still scare me if they get in the playoffs, just because they're them. Now the age may show.
it's because you're like, if they just get in the playoffs and LeBron and AD are together. But you closing games with Austin Reeves.
Yeah, that brings me a little more comfort.
Well,
so MJ, go ahead, and then we gonna get off the Lakers and get this.
I'll be quick
positive.
because I'm this is just me, repping Trav because he brought it up and it did need to be said. A couple other things need to be said about the Lakers, so let's just go ahead and say it. And after this, until they like do anything significant as far as winning, I don't got nothing else to say about it. With that, LeBron-led teams are what they are. LeBron has other motives in addition to winning. He's a mogul. He's trying to make billions. He's trying to cement his legacy in addition to winning. This basketball game has a funny way of making you pick. Is winning more important than what you want personally? Some people feel like they could just straddle the fence. LeBron is one of them. Unfortunately, this year, the chickens have come home to roost. Because even though you can do a little bit of everything and you are a great player, even in year 17, 18, 20, whatever you are in, you have players that need to play a certain way on your team in order to be effective. And even though you can conform to that player and let them be great, that means you got to sacrifice something that you probably won since you got into the league, which is catching Kareem. And from the looks of things, you don't want to do that. You never want to do it. And you're so close, I get it. You shouldn't do it. You already got 4 rings, get your money. You'll win it. When 60 years from now, anybody who's never played basketball or never really watched you play in person, you're going to end up like Wilt. You're going to end up being an anomaly and a freak of nature because all of the records you broke, all of the things that you did, you're going to end up being cemented in history, even though people like us who watched it was like, oh, this happened because of X, Y, and Z. And we know he could have probably did a little bit more in the win aspect if he sacrificed X, Y, and Z, but he chose not to. His choice, whatever. As far as AD goes, sometimes the human body just is not built to play 82 games. There's nothing wrong with that. And the reason why the Lakers have failed and the reason why they're in this position right now is because after they won in the bubble, they thought not getting JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard back, they thought AD was going to take the next step and be able to do what they do in addition to guarding the perimeter, in addition to scoring 25, 26 points a game in the mid post and in the 3, and his body just not built to do that.
Nope.
That's why I failed. And I'm done talking about it until they win something.
Now, let's get to the good stuff. Injury related. So hopefully health comes to this person's way. Let me say this to everyone. Clip it. With the asterisk. If Draymond Green does not come back somewhat near 100% before this season is up, Dark Side going to the West Finals. Because Dark Side will beat Golden State in the second round with an unhealthy Draymond Green.
We would.
You watch Golden State play without Draymond. As much as I have all types of issues with his offensive game, there are certain things that cannot be denied. The way that ball moves when he's out there, the defensive rotations when he's out there, the screens that get set for Steph and Clay when he's out there. Unhealthy Dre. You're going to see Ham on Beale Street on Memorial Day when Phoenix plays Memphis in the West Finals.
You know, the irony of that big shot is that prior to them becoming the Golden State Warriors that we know now, they couldn't beat Memphis. The Greek grind Memphis with Zach and Mark and the Bullets on the block, they couldn't beat Memphis until Draymond was inserted into that lineup. Once Draymond got inserted into that lineup, the entire everything on that changed. It was like, yo, we can't bully them no more. We got to be able to swing it back out and knock down perimeter shots. We have to do basketball stuff. We gotta do basketball stuff. They're gonna have basketball on us. Even when we go up 2-1. Yeah, I'm going back 7 years. You have 2-1. You know, ABC on Saturday night, game 3 is rocking downtown. We feeling good. We come back game 4 Monday night, and Steph woke up. And it was it was a whole nother ball game after that. Well, this time around, we got dudes that can knock down the perimeter jumper. We got dudes who gonna go clean the glass offensively and defensively. We got dudes that's gonna check up. We got a dude who can get in the lane anytime he wants and go get 40. We got good depth. Shout out to our point guard. I want to say this because it's been kind of trending around on Memphis Twitter. We got the best backup point guard in the NBA. We ain't scared to say it. Yeah, we like our backup. We know he'll win.
Yeah.
MJ,
And you got
anything else? You got something else?
Playmaking. You got playmaking. 5.
There you go.
They have.
Dude, and keep going back to the 5 things you need. Like, this is not a hard game. That's why when I see y'all talking about this game, you know, salute to how you want to look at it and how you want to view it. But this game is very simple. In this league, you got those 5 things. You are a contender for a title team. You are a title team contending.
Memphis, like I said, the asterisk is Draymond's health. That's the big asterisk. Supposedly he's gonna be back in March. We'll see how he work his way. If Draymond is there and full on Draymond, it's a problem because of what he brings. But if he is limited, Dark Side will give them a problem, a big problem in round 2, because
Memphis could be Phoenix too.
They could be really. They could give problems. Trav, you dropped the headset.
I said that the last show we did. Memphis is a matchup problem for the top 2 seeds in the West. And
it's real funny. Yeah, it's just even funny just even looking at the standings. It's like, yo, they're the 3rd best record in the league.
And
on that game and a half back from the 2 spot, because, you know, Phoenix is running away from everybody. To even be sitting in that spot where I'm sitting in there, it's like, yo, this one I didn't call. You know what I'm saying? 35, 37 wins at this point. They're in good shape. Yeah, that's the progress that we were looking at in general. But,
right.
You know,
has Dylan played recently?
Nah, he
dude,
before he get back too.
I'm gonna tell you this. I think Memphis has finally put it together because they finally got a 2 guard that got some 6.
There you go. There you go.
Whoa.
I'm dead serious.
Look, man, Memphis, I know y'all love this dude for his effort and everything, but I just want y'all to open your eyes up really quickly for me. Everybody on your fucking team gives the same effort. You can have that and not have something toxic on offense. It's okay. It's okay to have a dude that gives effort and not be toxic. It's okay. I know y'all
non-toxic effort.
I know y'all need that little. Ja already got it. You don't need it. Ja is already toxic enough. He won't be fucked. Desmond Bain is toxic.
Dude, Desmond Bain
is the bully on Saved by the Bell. You already have enough toxic.
This is Desmond Bain is like a slim. Just he's like, what's the defensive end for the Cleveland Browns? What's old boy name? Myles Garrett. He's just a slim version of him. He's a slim. He do everything that you're supposed to do.
They have Memphis has it, man, and I like it a lot. You know, shout out to them. You know, it's fun watching teams. You know, I think so much fellas we get caught up into either it's the chip or you down here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a step in the middle where you are good to get to here. And that's where Memphis is at.
Right.
And Ham can probably say it probably sooner than we thought. Like, the growth, the development. These young guys now, man, are gaining so much confidence, and they have a dude in 12 who it's an arrogance that you need. You need somebody on the team who's gonna talk it a little different. You need somebody on the team that these guys believe in, and they believe in him. He believes in himself, and he feels like if we get in a 7-game with Chris Paul and Stephen Curry, guess what? They got to guard me.
Cracking. Yeah, they got to guard me too.
Memphis is
to guard me too.
Memphis is the 2013 version of Golden State. Y'all remember that?
That's good. That's a good comparison, actually.
Steph hit the scene so tough.
Yeah.
Somewhat arrogant. People didn't like him because he was bright skinned, but he was confident. Clay was cooking. They were just getting that thing together. They made it to the playoffs. They took San Antonio down through there. 6-7, I think it was 6 games. We beat them in 6. But you can see it like this team gonna be a problem. Yeah. 2014, they got beat by the Clippers. But then 2015, shot up. So
thank God.
It's I'm a fan of basketball, and I'm not a fan of Memphis like that, but I see a storm coming. I see a storm coming.
Everybody doing the gritty
dance. The thing about it is they don't need to make any changes.
None whatsoever.
What they have right now, they don't need to change the coach. They don't need to change the GM. They don't need to change the lineup. That's why I was saying with Dylan Brooks, he's gonna have to come off the bench. Come off the bench.
Yeah, he's gonna have to adjust.
Because folks feeling like he should come back and get Zaire Williams minutes. I'm like, no. You let the young blood keep doing what he's doing.
Number 0 stays.
I don't think when I was on Sane Show a couple weeks ago, he made a point about that. It was like, yo, we ain't seen the cat that improved that was from there to go to here. And that rapid space. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I can't think of nobody else. Ever.
And with Zaire has that additional factor of length. He has that additional factor of upside. Like the dude just go keep getting better, and you look up, he could be a nasty 2-way wing for you.
Yeah, because he can already stick the jumper.
Because he had the goods of Sierra King. He had the goods of Stanford.
Yeah.
Look, incredible pick when they picked him. As soon as they picked him, that's exactly what they needed. Athletic wing with length and can shoot the ball so that they can keep the floor space for Ja, but also can finish at the rim and possibly do some things so when Ja go to the bench, you still have another dude who can get it out the mud and get it himself without needing to set himself up. You know how hard it is. That's probably the third most valuable person on a championship team is the guy that can do what he wants with the ball, but don't need it to be effective. It's so hard finding it. But when you find it, and Memphis got like 3 of them.
So listen, going into the second half, keep an eye on Draymond's health, number 1. And as we talked about, Dylan Brooks, whenever he comes back, how do they adjust him? How does he adjust? Because it's Hamilton. Dudes are real comfortable in the roles they got right now with Memphis. And Dylan, we know Dylan can be Dylan.
on that Draymond injury, they only a half game back from them. So that 2-3 could flip, and that home court could be 191 bill. I'm just saying, got 20 games played, man. 22, 23 games, whatever. So whole lot of the work to be sorted out and whatnot, but it's gonna be fun. Then we got the other good stuff with March Madness coming up too. So it's really, for me, it's gonna be like probably March Madness and grids as opposed to the NBA after we get past this weekend, because it's just that's the time of year.
I was checking the calendar. I'm like, we got we got about 1, maybe 2 more slightly dead weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about 2 more dead weeks. But we hit March 1st.
Yeah, it's cracking.
Hey, it's cracking. Because y'all know, Trav know, MJ know. You know my time of the year is coming. You know it. Hey.
Before we move on to the next subject, though, I mean, Memphis is finally happy now.
Yeah.
On both basketball spectrum, college and
we'll
things
pro.
have gotten a little. The sun has come out from the clouds a little bit.
We may talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah,
we may talk about that tomorrow.
I gotta check my schedule, but I definitely was looking at for tomorrow on that was better since you said you on the court.
It's been as our main man Jern would say, Memphis Tiger basketball has fixed its posture over the last 45 weeks.
Six.
The 4 to 6 weeks has been a little bit of a posture change.
6 games, and it's looking upward for them too. But we'll talk about that.
I think they moved themselves from out that
the 3 spot.
The first 4 out. Now they on the last 4 in line, and they probably can push themselves into a regular at-large spot. Keep working, fellas.
And that's a conference tournament. I know we're gonna talk about this closer to the tournament. American Athletic Conference tournament basketball is always an interesting, because you know that's city school.
SMU.
That's city school, man. American, the Big East, Houston,
Cincy, Wichita State,
the large metropolitan institution.
Yeah, right. 21 and up basketball, man. Everybody on the team can get in the club legitimately, except for Amani Bates.
Except for Memphis. Except for Memphis, and they got a hookup to get in. So
they got a hookup to get in.
Yeah, they got walk in with their coach.
They got.
We definitely in the next couple of weeks gonna start getting deeper into our college hoops because. I think this is going to be a really fun tournament we got coming up. But let's go into, man, the fun part, some more fun. This is always fun. But now we talk about all-star memories, man. All-star weekend is this weekend, So just, fellas, we posted a couple in the group. So just a couple that come to mind from y'all. Favorite game, a favorite moment, just something from the weekend that y'all like. Anytime this weekend comes around, I think it is.
I even like it when the game started at noon.
Shout out CBS on Sunday, man. Noon basketball.
With Pat O'Brien. Pat O'Brien kicking the game started off with you, you know what I'm saying? I used to like that. But we ain't had to wait all day. We ain't had 4 or 5 different concerts on the starting lineup and all that.
Yeah, man, that's whack. Man.
Red versus white.
I get it
Let's
for the
put
show.
The ball out. Let's go.
Yeah. Red uniform, blue uniform.
Red, blue, red, white. Let's put the ball out. Let's hoop. All stars show up. Put the ball in the basket. It's gonna be 162 to 161. That's right.
And then you get a college game after that. Because they came on.
They would throw in a college game. You might get Arkansas versus Louisville at about 3:30.
It so be DePaul versus Marquette or something like that. It sure would. But man, me personally, man, the festivities, man. It's just the 3-point contests in the dunk contest, man. I remember inside stuff. And when they showed Kenny Skywalker with doing that 360 with that discus 360, oh my God.
Yeah, that's spinning 360.
Hold that joint like a disc. Boom.
I personally like seeing the emergence of who's going to end up turning to a star out the rookie sophomore games. I remember when we first saw the AI Kobe duel, we both knew that the news was coming. Seeing what Kyrie, did to Brandon Knight in this duel, you just knew it was just only a matter of time you was going to see that dude play on Sunday. Seeing what KD did in the rookie soft game. And we got some, man, even how they got this set up, I'm extremely excited about how they just got it set up to where 4 people pick 4 teams and they gonna run like a mini tournament, and all 4 teams look pretty fucking balanced.
Right.
Like everybody's saying Rick Barry team was the least talented. So I'm like, Rick Barry team got Evan Mobley. You gonna just let that slide? Like, I know it's a rookie soft game, but he know how to play basketball in real life. And he gonna take away stuff, and it's not gonna be that simple. But we got a lot of great young talent, y'all. Like Edwards.
You talk about the rookie sophomore game? You talk about a moment.
I'm looking forward to how they're setting this up.
Yeah.
But the moments I was talking about was just the duels. You know what I'm saying? Because rookie sophomore, you had a little bit more reckless abandonment with you. And it's a couple of dudes that got put on that screen. Like, unfortunately, Kyle Elamine got put on that screen when he had the guards like Steve Francis and Baron Davis. It sucked. But like, that's where they still got the young reckless abandonment. Let's keep it real. On Sundays, if the game made close, they just out there having a good time. You got Steph laying on the ground letting people jump over. Like, but Saturday, they still got that. It feels real rec leaguish on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because they still got something to prove, and they don't care about getting injured.
You talk about Sunday game, which leads me to my favorite games. I always go back to the old heads. 87 Seattle still was a great game. But 2 years ago in Chicago was a great game.
Oh, they got real competitive then.
It was competitive. They played for real. Shout out. Maybe it was the spirit. They was like, "Hey, Kobe had just passed. We gonna really do this the right way."
The Elam ending changed all of it.
The Elam ending that was great. I don't expect dudes to be out there setting playoff facts. I don't want to do that, but play.
Hoop. Go
go hoop for real. Like I'm not expecting you to do Bill Lane beer fouls on people and Charles Oakley screens. I expect you to do that. But go play. 2001 in DC. The East come back from like 21 down. Iverson, Marbury, McGrady. That's another great game. So there have been some when they want to play it seriously, it's the best 24 in the world. And when the best 24 in the world want to play, it's great.
That 03 game was a lot like the 87 from start to finish. And then that was Mike last. The only thing I ain't like about that is how they tried to play Vince. Like, man, y'all voted Vince. Now y'all voted. It reminded me of that episode of The Fresh Prince where they had the casino night and Will won the check and they expected Will to get a check. He won the check. What you talking about? Vince, they voted Vince in, man. Okay, if y'all just gonna, I come when AI said he'd give up his spot. No, that wasn't good enough. Mike D went out on us for that because he wanted it to be Vince. Nevertheless, though, still a great game. Still went out. KG balled down. He had like 37. And I was in Atlanta when that happened. I wasn't at Phillips Arena. I was in the hotel suite. But I was in Atlanta. I got to get all that traffic out. It was cool.
Yeah, man. That was a great game.
Another one I thought about that was funny, just from a moment standpoint. Y'all remember when Ron Artest flipped shoes every quarter in LA in 04? Because he had one of them that had like the spinner rim on the joint.
Yeah, he had
assortment.
That man had some Dadas on or something.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, he did wear some Dadas. That boy wore some Dadas, man. You wild. You a wild dude. You wear Dadas.
I was wild back at Cali then because I played them my sophomore year. I was giving buckets in the Dadas. They were just Chris Webber. I had to see Webber.
They had the Dadas, man. The spinning rims, man. That's when the spinners.
I had no spinning rims.
MJ, you went out. I'm about to say MJ, you was out there with the spinning rims on. You a wild boy for that.
No, like it's a lot y'all don't know about, age 19 to 23 MJ. He was a different nigga.
He was different. I bet.
I still pray I'll pay for the karma stuff that I was doing during that 5-year window. Yeah.
Speaking of 8 and 19, you talk about an all-star moment. I remember New York 1998.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my favorite all-star game, actually.
Listen,
except for George Karl ruined it because he wouldn't play.
Shout out George Karl for being a jerk.
I don't like nothing about that dude.
That was New York
because
City, right?
Mm-hmm.
New York City. It's the
they
guard.
Jersey.
Okay.
They own jerseys. It's Mike's last game, but Froby wasn't going along with the script.
You know who low-key had, a lot of people had a good game that game, but low-key Penny was acting a fool off that pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all better check this, man.
That's the
Listen to that start line though. Yeah. Penny.
I just need a VHS machine that works.
Scottie Pippen, Jordan, and Dikembe. That's a lot of wing power, bro. That's the heroes that I'm called tracking down here. Miles Sauce on it.
I need to come back.
Yeah.
I need to come back.
I took him to the hood.
I need to go back.
Take him to the commercial.
Dude,
we
need to go back. I need to go back and give me another 5-piece, man. That need to be the first stop. That need to be the first stop.
Ride hard, living pepper wet, man.
I get another one that's still kind of funny to me. The birthday cake dunk. Not the actual dunk, but the reaction after when everybody looked up on the Jumbotron and they see Gerald Green go right up at the back base of the rim.
That man almost kissed that cupcake.
Everybody in the arena was like, oh.
That is one of the 5 most underrated dunks in the history of the dunk contest. To jump up and blow a candle out, the amount of hops that you have to do that's unbelievable. Underrated dunk contest. Jason Richardson versus Desmond Mason.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What was that, 03?
Yes.
That was 03.
03, 02, 03.
One of them.
He did the East Bay. He threw the East Bay off the glass.
Yeah.
But no, he didn't.
No,
he didn't
that
throw
was
it just off the glass. That was
Desmond.
after the one he did before. He did it reverse. JR did it forward.
The other way.
He did it reverse and dunked it with his left hand.
Bro,
His right hand.
Watch here.
I'm gonna tell you how wild Jason Richardson was. That same dunk contest that Big Shot was talking about when he threw it off the glass. He also tried the 360 East Bay. He missed it though. He tried the 360 East Bay and barely missed it. And they showed the footage to go to Ray Allen's face, and Ray Allen was like, "Nah." Ray Allen had a hater moment.
You know what? I think that dunk contest started. That dunk contest started the whole NBA live game, and that's when they really started doing the dunk contest and stuff like that.
Right.
Yes, he went stupid. I'm talking about Jason Richardson always did shit left-handed, backwards, everything backwards.
He was a 2
stuff that, and he was 2 foot, and he's right-handed, but everything he done was left-handed. That's why when he did that thing, when he put it behind his leg and dunked it, I was like, no, folks don't do that.
He was like Neek 2.0 because he was doing stuff that Neek wasn't necessarily doing athletically, but the 2-foot jumper with power.
At 6'5".
Like, man,
here's the question.
At 6'5".
Here's the question I want to know.
The slam dunk trophy after Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, that's the only way they can make that right.
Yeah, you got to send it. You got to.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon, when he jumped over the mascot and stuck his legs out perpendicular and put it behind both of them.
That was enough.
No, when the mascot started doing this.
Oh, when he caught it.
Oh, and he took it out of
360 Karl Malone to jump. Yes. I don't understand, dude. I don't understand how Dominique Dominique did one dunk, but he did it in about 5 different versions. It was a windmill.
The windmill joint.
He did one windmill with one hand. He did the double windmill. He did a 360 windmill.
He go catch that shot off the glass.
Catch it off the glass with the windmill. Everything he did was a windmill. And everything he did was damn near 50. It was no lower than 47.
Yeah,
that man did a two-hand windmill off 2 feet.
Off 2 feet. Off the glass.
That's the one. That's the one they robbed him with, right?
That's the one in Chicago. That's one in
Yeah,
Chicago.
robbed him with
And
Chicago.
the thing about it, when he dunked it, he was about 12 feet away from the goal.
Yeah, that's what used to be fun about Nick is that his extension. It'd be
His
like, no, you at
extension.
the foul line, bro.
When he
this?
dunked it, he looked like a greater than, less than sign. Like he did. I'm dead serious, man.
That man
Like,
said greater
show
than, less than.
that boy was like
But
a cute angle.
We
Or
clipping
something.
that. We clipping that.
We
not
gotta
gonna
clip
Promo
that.
City.
Please clip
like that.
Let me see,
Oh,
can
yeah.
I find it, man? Oh, man.
You might have to
If you
put that in the
find it-
group, man.
If you find it, I'm making the meme.
I got
Just
you.
let you know.
I got you.
Greater than, but you know what though? As I kind of think about that dunk, he's right though, actually.
No,
Yeah.
that's what makes it funny. It's the perfect description.
Listen, man. So yeah,
That man
All-Star
look
week.
like 902.
Oh, we gotta give all star love to the family, Big Shot. I mean, he won 3 in a row of those things, man. I'm
You
just
know.
saying.
Oh my
They be
God.
trying to play like it didn't happen. They be trying to
You
play
know
like
what?
it didn't,
You know what, Big
like it
Shot?
didn't happen.
You know what? You know what about what's so crazy about 3-point contest? Like when they go into it, like say like the person who won, like Craig Hodges, did 91, 1 in 91.
Yeah.
I think he won 90, 91, 92.
He won 90,
Am I correct?
91, 92.
The 91 one, when the Bulls won a championship, it was like nobody didn't know anything about Craig. I don't know why he just won the thing last year, but it was like after the All-Star break, I don't think Craig Hodges even missed a 3. The second half of the season.
Yeah.
I'm talking about now you got all
players.
playoffs. You got the rest of the game. That's like 29 to 30 games after All-Star break. He didn't miss. Playoffs, he didn't miss. Against the Lakers, he didn't miss. Got a ring.
Hey, he can Larry Bird in one of them joints though. Bird was over there sitting with Mike after round 1. Like, man, he shot
Yeah,
everybody
Mike tried
out
to get in the
the
3-point contest. Like, man, listen, come on, man. Get out of here.
No, the funny one is when AI tried to do it out in Oakland that year in 2000.
Terrible.
AI was high as a fool.
Oh, Antoine Walker, bro. That first shot, you
Forgot
heard
about
first.
Antoine.
Antoine, it make no sense.
People
Antoine.
don't realize, man, it is a completely different thing shooting off that rack. It is nowhere near the same thing as shooting off a dribble or shooting off a pass. It's not even close.
You gotta have a rhythm, you gotta find a rhythm too. You
It's
know
a
what I'm saying?
rhythm to it, though.
Yeah, and then you gotta maintain your pace. Cause you get to that fourth rack, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing left. You're like, oh man, I'm short.
Exactly, man.
The
So
front iron and everything. No, Chief.
yeah, some of your greatest scores and shooters ever. That rack is a different thing. It's a completely different thing. So look, we're gonna get out of here, man. 94 Feet of Life. Remember, 94 Feet of Life is a Facebook group. Seen is the family. Coming up this weekend. I don't know if he's still in the background. If you're still there, my man Moski. If you're still there, Mo, come through the camera for a second. If you're still there.
Undisclosed location though.
He probably in an undisclosed location.
He out right now, so we'll catch up.
So football heads, we know the season is over, but the NFL, like the NBA, it's always some going. Draft preparation, NFL free agency prep is on the way. Views from the 22 will be back this weekend. Super Bowl review, previewing the off season. Mo, Germ, the big homie Vic will be on. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube notifications on. Looking like a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning situation. So, get involved with that. But we're going to get out of here, man. J Ham, Trav, MJ, 94 Feet of Life, basketball for the people, by the people. We out.